Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Fresman, and today we're back with some more SpellRogue. Now, we did attempt, I believe, a run last time. It's been a while for me. It's been a while. And we failed again miserably. That we did. I feel like Azar always has the best, chances. We're still going down a level, because, again, we're doing terrible at the moment. So we'll try and do a 3 and see how things go. And... let's try this. And rolling a 1, 2, and a 3 could be pretty good, right? Let's begin. But how are we all doing? Enemies start with 8 regen. Seems fine. The enemies have 25% max health. The regen is pretty much the same as this, but this affects every enemy, while this doesn't. So I guess we're taking this. And we do have a double elite route to the right. And also here, with the chance to get a relic and stuff. So, yeah, I guess we're going down the center. I guess we are. So 6 damage, increased by each 1 die spent. Let me check that to actually roll it to be higher if I need to. Same with a lot of things, right? Do the same here to get more die. Anything you want to do is just do as much damage as possible, isn't it? Pretty much. But yeah. So I still have time off work at the moment, which is nice. As, you know, one would believe. So I am just really chillaxing. And that made everyone cringe when I said that word, and that shows my age. Falling fire, interesting. Increased by 5 for boil. If weakness... Oh, rupture. Interesting. Well, searing heat. Increased for each die spent. That's actually pretty good. And it works with what the build will be for what we go for. So. Might as well. But yeah. I will admit, I've been fairly busy the past couple of days. Just with, family stuff and things like that, so it is kind of taking its toll on me a little bit more than I thought it would, right? Which is not really much I can do about it. That at least stops the regen thing going on there, and I guess we'll just shut that in there for now. Well, that will always at least give a chance to roll higher, so it is kind of worth doing, right? But yeah, so... It kind of been, Actually, that's not going to work the way I want it to, is it? Do we just apply the weakness, or just apply... Apply that, at least then we'll get them next turn. Right, best way to be about it. Don't force it this turn, force it next turn, and we'll go from there. Not that it really mattered. So yeah, I've been noticing me feeling a bit run down a little bit. I think that's more because of the fact that I've got time to relax, and my body's gone, and just released all that stress and tension that's been in the back of my ear. One more die was spent. Gain 1 critical. Interesting. Kindle's kind of useful in some ways as well to reroll die. Phoenix Blast, though. Interesting. Just for a 5, if I have a 5, which I can't really get. I could apply weak easy. I think Pyre works quite well, doesn't it? And 2 critical could be more useful. Let's take Pyre. Now, before we move on, what's worth upgrading? In odds, we can apply Radiant to myself, which is kind of pretty useful. -1 week, but increased by 2 for each die spent, which for 1 die is pretty much the exact same thing. So it's actually a benefit more than a side effect. Especially since we've got like low cost stuff. Pyro is kind of interesting. Right? The extra critical seems kind of good, but the increase in armor is nice as well. I think this won't really pay off straight away yet because I don't have enough Radiant. But I don't really want to upgrade anything else. I guess the Searing Heat can kind of do stuff. But I might want to see what I get from this fight before I upgrade, right? When I get like a better attack, I think actually no, that's the thing I want to get rather than anything else. And this particular one, interesting. Okay, we're gonna have some problems, I guess then. If 4 or more die are spent in that, we get that. So we're looking to spend at least 4 die if we can. Can I go 1, 2, 3 to 4? We get the 6 block, we get the critical. The crit stays around, doesn't it, as well? By 3 week, that's at least pretty good. I guess we'll use this now? Gains 1 power, but I still block that. You know, I might have a good chance of, like, killing them off this turn. So that's 4, 2... We might as well do this. We got a 1. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can take 2 damage to make sure that we're not gonna like get our backside beaten, and then we can set up the next turn, right? I think that's the best way. The fact they gain power every time they get hit is the problem with that, and if you don't have like a decent enough attack. Like, thank God we got the critical when we did. Destroy random die, -X to all countdown. Not really what we want. This is great, but the issue is I want to spend die into these, right? Ashen Plating, I do like this. Because this is really good at, like, giving you cheap in late game stuff. Same with Combustion. Like, the exact same thing. It's just, like, it'll eventually become such a cheap attack that you can cast it repeatedly every turn. And, like, the cost reduction isn't much, and it could be, like, 22 for 1. Right? Same with the Ashen Plating. Like, once it gets down, it's really good. But, like, all these work really well together, right? But they're not really good for the build I want, is the other problem. So I will reroll. Interesting. So Phoenix Ward could be pretty good if we're going to be destroying die. Play 1 week for each charge left. Interesting. It gives just more block. We can just give it more Radiant. I think I'm going to give it more Radiant because I could go infinite with this, couldn't I? In theory. I need an attack is the problem, but the Radiant is still pretty good on that, right? I'll put it down so it's just something they can put in here. And then we'll go from there. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Like, the cool thing is I can force the setup while still, like, generating die for other stuff with, like, higher cost die. So I can do 4-4, get the 2 Radiant that. Get 5 defense. And here, can't really do much else, but... Oh, we can just... really weaken you for no reason, other than the fact that I feel like doing it. What else do we have? So we do this twice again. So they have to be equal is the main thing, so we can always make them equal. This again gives the Radiant, which is what we're going for. Increase in combat for destroying die is what I want to focus on that. Try and deal just as much damage as possible. Apply the one in here just for the extra weak for the next turn. I think I'll need it. So we've got another 4, so we can do this again. So 2 4s, perhaps give me full defense. Reduce this down by 1, which gives me something else to use. We don't. And I guess we'll just deal 6 damage. Small amounts, chip away. I would like something else that would give me a bit more, right? But so here's where I couldn't do the Phoenix thing, which is very annoying, but that's kind of fine, I guess. Another 3 would be nice. There we go. So we go 4. Another 4, and then more damage. I do need scaling, though. I need somewhere to gain power, otherwise we're going to have issues. And we're already having issues by the looks of it. I take 8. I got no choice at this point. I couldn't even deal any damage either. No, careful. That's fine here, I guess. Can I set this up? And same with this. Just get more block, but that's annoying. I'm really trying to figure out here, like, on what the best course of action is every time, right? At least sets me up for that. I gotta still keep doing damage, or else I'm gonna have issues, right? That's what I mean, like, if I don't get a decent attack, I'm only defense, like, I can't do much against like, a fight like this. Set me up some defense again, maybe get a critical, and maybe we can, like, kind of burst them down a little bit. So, I think there's 2 die in there, so we can do that and that. That'll at least give us that amount. I can put a 2 here to reduce that by 8 in total. And then I guess just do that again. And then deal like 1 damage. Or 12. See, these are the fights that I always find that I'm not too sure how to handle them. Right? Do this now, so we get the block and everything else, we get more die. And then I guess we just deal as much damage as possible. I'll try and generate more die here just to get another attack. And hopefully with 6 and 5 we should be able to kill them. Which we can do, which is great. Whew. Cutting it close there, cutting it close. Take a sip of my coffee. Okay, so Inferno is kind of nice. The deplete on Banefire is kind of interesting. Plus the 2 attack and stuff, and I like Banefire. It reduces by 1 each round, so we can continue keeping this going. And it's extra damage. The roll on this for Gathering Flames is interesting. Would give me some power scaling as well, but I don't really care. And Pyro Hide only lasts 1 round, so Inferno it is. Swap that out for the hotspot. We change it over so it deals extra damage, plus on deplete gains, you know, I'll gain 3 every turn, so we can at least use it like twice or something. 18. Pay gold for random artifact. We'll take that random artifact. Turn 1, gain 2 barrier. Extra barrier could be useful when attacked by an enemy. Fury is interesting. These 2 attack spells cast weak on an enemy. This help out with defense, but this is this kind of a similar thing. I like the barrier more often, right? I'm a weirdo. Turn 3 gain power. Turn 1 gain 15 block. Turn 1 gain a power. The power is nice. Longer fights, the extra power here is just way too good. We'll take the helm. And then, guess we'll go into this fight then. We've got half our life ready. We've got ways to kind of deal consistent damage even when we take hits as well. We're kind of semi-defensive. So yeah. So like this now I can use anything higher than those to actually just trigger this up, which is nice. And then kind of sets other things to be able to be used after the fact, right? So I can do this, get my critical now. I always have 2 barrier, which is kind of nice. So again, we can chuck these out, get 3s, 10 damage there. Do it again. That depletes. I still get 6. I guess a lot of damage I still take, but still, like, I've stacked this up, so I still do 4 damage per turn, and we're going to consistently keep doing that. Generate some die, do it again. So I can do this, or 2 of these, if we want to. I would like some armor, though. I mean, I'm still taking a lot of damage. Not much I can do about it, really. Does the crit really matter here? I don't think so. So we do that to at least reduce it by 3. Then we'll take some damage. Again, the main thing is just keep increasing the Banefire. Because it does help me kind of kill them next turn. Okay, 2 3s. Done here. Don't even need to worry about it. But the Inferno with the Banefire, I'm kind of happy with that sort of combo. I do like it. I just need more block. Receive a wound. Interesting. On health loss, increase by 6 for the combat. I do like Leech. It's very good. Especially on health loss and stuff like that. But there are ways to really kind of ramp this up. Also, I will take it because I think it's a decent attack. And it is a cheaper way to deal damage as well if we wanted to. I guess we'll unlock a slot and put Leech in. But I need ways of healing though as well, so that's the other issue we've got. We'll heal 12, we'll reroll this. See what we get. Cinder Swipe. If target is attacking, reroll dice. Interesting. If wound die, gain 2 of that. Up the damage. Don't really care. Suspension is too expensive in my opinion. Please use my street to run around the spell. Interesting, but not really what we want. I mean, it is really good though. Iron Guard again is kind of interesting. Does help power scaling if you wanted it, but if a wound die, heal 2. So you need ways to generate those, or next time it will destroy a random die. I did want something to destroy die, didn't I? To get this up, which means I could get rid of defensive tool as well. But that means this leech comes out for now. So I can do this for an even, which will also increase this, but I just need more die, so it probably might benefit me after this fight, or whenever, so we'll think about it. We will think about it. I mean, I could have started doing this straight away, but I'm like, eh. So, attack, attack, use the even to do 2 damage to all, which doesn't really do much, but at least it kind of works. And then I guess we just do some setup then. I mean, I could have, like, actually used this to give 2 extra charges, right? So there was reasoning I could have done that there. So that. Yeah, I should have probably attacked something else instead, but my bad. My bad indeed. Do that, that, and that. Do damage to all. Chip away. Oh really? You like stop my one evil plan. We'll just take this guy out first because there's gonna be a problem otherwise. Rest are all defending. We need to still attack this to keep that up. And do we just I think we take a bit of chip here. Well, I gain the crit, which is kind of important, right? So this is not that bad. I still take some damage, but that's okay-ish, I guess. And we're still getting the Bane Fire off and everything else as well, so I guess it's not all bad. So 2. Not really what we wanted. Again, not what I wanted. I still need to take the guys at the back out if I can. Right, I don't want to chuck 2s in there. So I guess I'm chucking a 5 to kill 1 off. And that felt so bad doing that, but a necessary evil, I think. And then do this to at least kill that guy off as well. We lose a die because of it. Can't apply weak. Actually, I could apply weak with a manifold, couldn't I? Or do I just take 7? I'll apply some weak. I'll take 4 instead. This game really, really doesn't like me sometimes. I swear. What am I doing here to try and, like, min-max stuff? Could do that twice. But if I lose the flip, we're doomed. So I've got to at least chuck that in there twice to get a 2 or something. We do not. 2 1s back. That's terrible. More or less then, I'm probably going to lose a 50-50 if I try it. I just had that feeling. I called it. I called it. Oh, and you land on the one thing that probably would allow me to kill you this turn. So that is like 10 damage. You do 10 damage again. And you take Bane Fire for enough to kill. Yeah. Ooh, we do get a 2. How interesting. Can just kill that. 3 life and a dream. Once we get here then, I'm not losing a die, that sounds terrible. Splitting the first 3 I rolled into 1s, is that any good? Isn't really, because I kind of like my 3s. The Ignite is terrible for my build, because I don't have a way of healing. Receive 1 sap seems fine, especially with destroying dice on the regular. I'll receive a sap. So the plan here is, like, if I destroy die, I might have a better chance of doing other things, right? Turn 5, enemies gain 4 power. Don't like that. Last 1 additional spell. I hit 1 additional spell, Jinx. I'll reroll these, I'm not a fan of either one of them. Turn 3, all enemies gain 4 power. We get max health. If it's casting a spell, reduce its damage by 2 until next turn. Turn 1, enemies gain invulnerable. I get 2 random potions. That's kind of fine. I'd rather take their invulnerability than anything else, right? And maybe we'll just go for, like, a chance to get, like, one. I got some gold. No, I don't have gold to spend. Never mind. Destroy. All die. Roll 2. So I roll 3 die. That works with the build a little bit. I guess we're going to the left and kind of locking in a double elite fight. I think that is the plan. Might regret it later, but we got a healing on the way, so we can at least heal up to full a little bit. Turn it around. But yeah, I appreciate a lot of people joining the channel and making comments on videos and stuff like that. It really, you know, it brightens my day, let's just say that much, right? I enjoy the engagement I get from it overall, and I fact that other people are enjoying some of the stuff I end up putting up. Right? I guess we're just setting up defense here, aren't we? I mean, I would love to be able to get another 3 here, but I guess that's not happening. Destroying stuff to deal damage is kind of interesting as well. Will depend on which way we go, depending on what gets destroyed. Because they're impervious in turn 1, yet they all attack for no apparent reason. Okay. I need to attack at some point, otherwise I'm going to have issues, right? And then what do we do from here? Try and defense up. Can't really do much, is the issue. Let's do this first. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we'll just do damage to everything, because it is the best thing I can do. Split a die, interesting. See, the issue I got at the moment is the fact that I don't get enough defense early, and I'm having trouble, like, setting anything else up, right? Like, I could do 6 here, but I take 3 in return. So I need to at least get other defense first. I could do 5. Oh, 5 plus 6, isn't it? So use the 2 6s, or no, we set up 2 5s up. We check a 6 in there, does 10 to everything, and I take a bit of chip damage. We lost 1-3. We kill this guy off, just so we don't have any issues. Cast this to get 3 random die back, which are absolutely terrible. So I can at least then defend against this. Man, the plan came together for me. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought? I sure as hell wouldn't. So now I can just think of just defending and then dealing damage, pretty much, right? But yeah, maybe receive a wound for demean. Apply weak to an enemy. Kind of interesting. Blinding Brilliance is kind of whatever, because we can't really use it unless we upgrade it. The critical I like, but again, it's just by itself, right? I'm going to use it twice, or just get the 1 off. Demean, though. With this, and the Demean, to get a wound for the next turn, to use that to increase, but I have no way of healing myself is the problem. Right? I guess we reroll. Chaos Bolts is interesting. Sun Shield, I do like that as well. It's better defense than some of the stuff I currently have. Right? Like, Pyra seems interesting, but it's way too expensive for what I get out of it. And, like, I guess Firelight is kind of the same. But at least this gives me critical. We'll throw this one away, pick this one up. We'll just hit the max healing here, because I think I'm going to need as much healing as possible going this route. I am trying my best for these. I think it's a mixture of like the game getting harder and also me being terrible at it, right? Let's just generate another die. Let's do this. No, don't do the same with the 3. So I want the 2 6s to go here if I can. Like, see, this is a good example of what I mean when I'm saying, like, what do I do in this phase when they're all attacking me straight away now? There isn't much I can do, right? I guess we'll set that up. Can't do anything with that, so I guess we're sacrificing this to go into there to at least get some more block. That'll at least then trigger the Radiant. Fly Weak would seem interesting, but I can't really claim any more of that. Being 2 damage doesn't do anything either, so we'll just try and gain block here, get the Radiant as well. Then do this, at least lose 1 die, and put that here for now. I take a lot of damage, but what else are we going to do, right? Then we're trying to pick one to try and kill if we can. It's like 12 again. I swear, they're just so mean to me. Okay, cool. Well, should get rid of the 4. Oh, I didn't. Cool. We can do that. Do this again. Oh, 2 1-3s. Interesting. I think actually just doing this just to gain the Radiant for it for next turn's sap is probably very good. Right. And set that up for weakness. I did cast this, right? I didn't take any damage. What happened? Or am I going mad? I'm probably going mad. I'm just going to apply weakness to you, so at least you're a little bit less. Nice. So we can do that again. With 2 4s. The main thing is keeping this up, right? So now we can just deal 6 to everything. What's the 2? Do that again. It's fine. And we cast this Sun Shield. Will I actually get any benefit from doing that? But the Phoenix Ward now is starting to get to a point where it's actually useful. Like, that's the other benefit of doing this. Although I can't really cast it this turn, which is very annoying. But that might be fine, right? Because that's 2 kills on that. We do lose a die, but that's still pretty good, though. Set weakness on? Cast this. See what else we get. Check that in there. Get a 2 back, so we can do... Could do this. Actually, yeah, that does... No, it doesn't kill, because I don't have enough... Yeah, because I see. Issues. Do this again, we get a 3. Don't get a 3. Okay. Do I gamble? No, I don't think I gamble. I don't think I gamble. I mean, I could have took no damage there, but, you know. I don't think we worry about that. But yeah, like once it starts getting up and I just start destroying more and more die, like it's going to be more useful, isn't it? Heat stroke, interesting. Apply 1 week or 2 week and double weak on weakness on target. Can really shut someone down, but not really what I want. Burn at both ends. ×3 to random enemy. Actually, no, Fickle Barrier is the one I wanted to pick up anyway, because it has inbuilt healing if we're going for this sort of leech build, and I've got it set up then. Like it's ready to go, kind of. Oh, this is the guy that keeps doubling himself, doesn't he? We're not going to have a great time here, I don't think. So I think the best course of action is just try and deal as much damage as possible and get stuff set up as quickly as I can. Right. Like, we already lose like 1 turn. Use that on him. Check this potion at him. Give you weakness. More weakness? Or do we try and actually, like, do other stuff? Use that there first. 2 3s, cool. Set weakness up. I'm gonna take a bit of damage, but this is more of a race than it is actually me trying to win, I think. Right? I'll never get to cast that anyway, so that just minimizes the amount of damage they can deal that turn. We'll do that again with a 3. $10 damage there. I might need that, actually. Just do the 12. And do that, and that to at least gain 5 armor, so we block the doubling effect thing. We're about halfway done. We are halfway done. Do that. Do that. Another one would be great that we got the 1. Again, 5 weakness. I could take the... I don't have any radiance set up, so it's not actually that great. Like this is the trouble I come against, and like, what do you do now kind of scenario, right? That still does damage. It's a 1 and a 1. It's terrible. I don't die. Is the main thing, right? I have to kill them this turn. Which by looks at we can do, so that's fine. 3 life and a dream. I said it before, didn't I? Going through deja vu again, we'll see what we can do. All countdown spells get +1. Which is kind of good for like this. Right? Because it allows them to spend more into it. Hemorrhage is interesting. Boil is meh. It's the two times, but no, I can't. Blinding Brilliance. +3 to count down target spell, roll 3 die, Noxious Flames. It is sellable. The 4 is kind of cool as well, actually. I'll pick up Noxious Flames, we'll see what we can do with that. So I want to put this in there so I can heal. Right? Which means I think Superheat or Pyre come out. I think Pyre is actually kind of terrible now. I think we change out the Inferno for this, even though this has actually got a thing on it. Because Leech now can be a lot more useful and can scale better if I actually had more life, which I don't. But I think defensively it is the better option. And keep the rest the same. Gain 4 power turn 1? Kind of pointless actually, so there's no point going that way. Let's see what we can do. Ah, the crones, the crones. They're gonna kill me. And I'm not even able to do anything about it. Okay, so first of all, let's gain some life that way, right? That's a 4, that's another 2, which is pretty good. Do it again. It's not another 2, but still, it's 3 block, and I get to heal as well, so we're doing actually some stuff going on, right? I haven't taken any damage. We've got that to reduce that, so don't take damage from that either. Do we set this up? Or do we just try and deal damage to everything and lose the 6? No, we do 6 first. Now, this guy does double strike stuff, which the Searing Heat can deal with. This guy does a lot of power scaling, which I really want to take him out, but I can't do anything else either at the moment. So I guess we just take armor and radiance. So, like, I want to take the back guy out, because he keeps scaling power, but, like, him scaling power is kind of, like, does it really matter? Kind of thing. It's like an issue in itself, right? I am healing, though. You gain a good amount of block off that as well, but I do want to go... Yeah. 2 going here does give me more block, which I kind of need, and I also need to set the Searing Heat up as well. So I guess we use the 5 here. And just deal damage to everything. And then cast this, and get another lot. And then we just reduce your attack down again even further. Oh, don't give me more sap. I'm already suffering from sap as it is. This is not exactly fair. 17, really. Oh, that's already quite high up. I'm trying to look and see, can I survive this turn? I don't think I can. Right? So with that being the case, we'll do this first. And use that to reroll everything. Check the 2 in there. I can't lose by doing this. I can only gain. The 3 can weaken something. I guess doing double sun shield. And I die. This game's gonna be more and more difficult, and I think it's either I'm playing it wrong or I'm just having a bad time. But yeah, we're on a losing streak at the moment. Like a really bad one. I think changing was the best idea. I still stand by that. Like, the Fickle Barriers probably kept me in that fight longer. It's just, yeah, 2 elites and going the way I was with the modifiers I had were not great. So I guess we should avoid those in the future. But again, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.